Do you have things in your life that need to change? Do you have things that you feel like just they aren't working anymore? Maybe they're coping mechanisms that worked for a while and now you feel like this has got to change. It might be something in your relationships, maybe patterns that you see, regular conflict in a particular relationship or multiple relationships. Maybe it is noticing your reactiveness to certain situations. Like maybe every time you feel threatened, you see yourself react in this way and it creates breakdown for you. It creates lots of extra stress. It creates breakdown in relationships. Maybe it's something in your health that you're like, this has got to change. We are linking more and more, science is linking physical disease and illness with emotional stress, emotional issues. Like we are so integrated, body, soul, mind, and spirit. So maybe it's something in relationships, health, maybe in your career or your finances, you actually are really successful, but you can tell that there is a limiter on you. Like you know that you actually have capacity to maximize so much more than you are, and you don't know why. There's this like holding back in some way. So it could be a lot of different areas in your life, but you just feel like, man, this has got to change. I want this to change. And you don't know where to start. I have a model of healing that has been incredibly powerful for me and for the clients that I work with. My name is Tally, and I'm a life and personal development coach. I work with leaders to create lives of overflowing impact in the world that are centered in a place of joy, getting you aligned to who you most truly are, get you firing on all cylinders. We look at life very holistically and get you creating a life that you love living, get you creating a life that you enjoy, that you love, that you feel passionate about, purposeful in, and get you in a place of overflow so that you can make a difference in the world and really find that satisfaction and purpose. So that is what I do. I work with private clients, and I do group coaching as well as facilitate workshops and retreats. So that's what I'm up to in the world, and I'm here just offering free value for you, doing a lot of the things that I do with my private clients, offering it here and sharing it so that it can really have an impact on people. So if you identify with that place of like, man, this needs to change, I'm ready for this to change, it's very likely that you have some kind of coping mechanism going on. And we all have these. Everyone in life goes through pain, and in that pain we develop coping mechanisms that work fairly well for us earlier on in life and then begin to shift, and they actually start hurting us more than they help us, especially midlife. Like that's part of midlife crisis, is when we have all these coping mechanisms that we're using and they start hurting us more than they help us. And it's an opportunity. It is a gift to us in that place to go, okay, what is it that's really going on here? What is it what's either the need that I'm trying to have met, or what is the pain that I'm trying to protect myself from? And let's look at how I do that and why I do that, and maybe even heal the thing that is underneath it, the root cause causing all the problems. Often, we can see this fruit in our life. We can see these things that we're like, I don't like this isn't working. And whenever you see those things, you know that there's actually a root issue that is creating it. So if you have the fruit, you have the root, and the beautiful thing is there's an opportunity to have it completely healed. You actually can walk through life free from those things, healed from those things, and they impact us at a lot of different levels. They impact us, in what we believe. They impact our emotions. They impact the way that we store that in our body. But all of them are rooted in a painful situation that we went through, some kind of wound that we experienced. And I want to give credit to Terry Wardle. Dr. Terry Wardle is who I learned this model from. And I got to work with him for probably 4 or 5 years as a coach, and he's amazing. He's a brilliant researcher and professor, and just an incredible gift to the world. He's a mentor and a friend, and he is the one that created this modality that I'm about to share with you and that we're going to be walking through this week. It's through his healing care, and the first step that we're going to talk about today is all about your life situation. And that's kind of what I was starting out with, the places in your life that you see this showing up, whether it's in your health or your relationships or your career or finances, or maybe just your own personal development and growth, places that you feel like self-care, whether you can really allow yourself to care for yourself well or not. So there are all these different places that this shows up. And I just want you to identify one so that you have something you can kind of work with as we work through this model. So pick one thing in your life that you wish were different, that you wish you could change. And we'll start to look at maybe where that is stemming from. So it could be in any one of those areas, but you feel like there's just something that you're like, this does not work. This is not working. And I'm willing to stop defending it. I'm willing to stop feeling shame around it, and willing to at least hold that in a place of being able to look at it objectively and look at it with a heart to let it be healed. So if that's you, if that's something that you can identify with, I want you to know you're so not alone. Every single human being goes through pain, and what we do with that pain is we create things that work or kind of don't work. And to the degree that it's not working for you anymore and you get to upgrade it for actual real healing instead of coping and kind of hobbling along with this thing, I just want to see freedom for all of you. So there is that. It's available. This is a beautiful model, and we'll be walking through the next step tomorrow at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Leaders Alive with Tally. So blessings. We will see you there, and I'm really, really excited for you to get the same kinds of results that I've seen in this. So blessings. We'll see you tomorrow.